Time for a much overdue update on this little forest area back here. Planted some mountain mint. It's doing great. There's another one over there. Some stepping stones in the creek. Big dead ash tree has not fallen yet. I've done a lot of paths. I find they're the only way to keep enjoying this area in the summer when the weeds get huge and I know where to just weed whack to keep a little bit of pathways. This little section here, I tried just some junky fence to keep the deer out, see if it would work. I know they could go easily under or over if they really wanted to, but I figured if the rest of it wasn't fenced, then they would maybe leave this alone, and I think they are, but the rabbits are not leaving it alone. Yeah, I planted a native mulberry. Got plenty of the invasive types, so I figured I might as well try to have a native one. It's doing pretty good. Here's a cedar popping up. That's a volunteer. I have a lot of those popping up because the deer don't eat them. Lots of pokeweed coming in, which I know a lot of people consider a weed, but it's kind of pretty and it's native. Although it's shading something out back here. What is it back here that's shading out? Oh yeah, native dogwood I planted. It seems like it's doing okay though. Maybe I'll cut some of these pokeweed back. I think this is some sort of viburnum that's doing okay. Keeps getting munched on, but it's doing okay. A serviceberry that's not that happy, but there's another one right there that is super happy. So I don't know what it is that's different. Here's a white pine, a volunteer white pine that I'm caging in to protect it. There's the elm. It's the native type. I don't know if it's disease resistant or not. Here's another serviceberry that's doing just fine. Here's a black haw viburnum that I planted. It's doing that thing where it becomes a thicket, which is good, I guess. It means the natives are taking over, but I'll have to stop it from encroaching into the path. Or not. Here's one of those, I forget what it's called. I'll look it up. Yeah, I planted this one. Indigo. I think it's indigo. Here's another viburnum. Not the black haw type, I think arrow root or arrowwood. This is the native elderberry, and it is getting absolutely massive. I have not done a good job of stopping this one from encroaching on the trail. I probably should do something about this. For now, I've just been walking a different way, but it'll keep encroaching, so I don't know. This is a swamp oak. He's doing well. This is a volunteer sycamore that I decided to save. Perhaps it's too close to the swamp oak, I don't know. But I really like sycamores, so I decided I'll keep it. We'll see who wins. Cardinal up there. Bald cypress, they're doing great. I decided to plant those because all the other swamp trees like ash and elm are all dying, so we need some sort of swampy tree. So I planted the bald cypress. This is, I think, winterberry holly. I like them out front in Christmas, so I buy them from the nursery and then plant them over here when fall is done or when winter is over. This is American plum. It's doing well. Clearly it's getting munched by something, but it's doing well. That's a big black Hoverburnum. I did not plant that one. They clearly like it back here. Here's another bald cypress. I don't know why the leaves are a little brown. It's clearly not anywhere close to fall right now, so it's not doing a deciduous thing. So I hope it's okay. New growth is green. This is all the weed that comes in, and this is what gets the most this time of year, which is, it's not native, it's water pepper. And then there's some Pennsylvania smartweed in there too, so it's not completely non-native, but it's mostly non-native. This is a wildflower, or sorry, a sunflower. I think a swamp sunflower, or maybe a woodland sunflower. Some Joe Pye weed. This is a swamp oak that was doing well. Then it died suddenly. Now it's coming back from a sucker. So I'm leaving it. I don't know if it's gonna stay well or not. Button bush, they're pretty. This is a volunteer ash tree that I decided to cage. I know they're more or less doomed with the ash borer, but at the same time, I've read that the borers don't get to them, they don't feed on them until they're a certain girth, and they do reproduce and flower before they get to that girth. So I think ash seedlings are still worth keeping. They might help preserve the species. You can tell that the trails need another mow. They're getting pretty crazy. This is supposed to be a trail here. This is what I mean, right? If you don't have the trails and mow the trails, it becomes really unusable or unenjoyable, unexplorable. There's a blueberry bush back there. I wonder if there's any blueberries for me to eat. No ripe ones. Another bald cypress. This one seems like it's leaning, but it seems happy. I don't know. Maybe it's just to get more sun. There's a spice bush. This was here before me, so I didn't plant that. A lot of spice bush here. This is another winter berry that I planted back here. This one's actually gonna have some berries. Did not think it would because of a late frost here. This is a buckeye that I planted. It's doing okay. It's funny with these berries, I only buy the female because they're the ones that are pretty for like decorating the front of the house. I bought a couple males because I heard that you need males to germinate or to fertilize and get the berries. But the ones I bought died. And I'm still getting berries, so there must be other males in the area. Someone else is helping me out. This is a elm. I think it's the native type. I've not planted much back here yet. It's too shaded by the Norway maples. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Might have to do something. Ooh, I got some sort of fungus on here. It's the back side of the pokeweed forest. This stuff I think is mostly, I'll have to double check, but I think bone set, which is native. It blooms more like in late summer though. This is a red bud that I planted. It's getting pretty big. Of the things I tried to plant back here, not caged in, to see how the deer would let them survive. Most are doing pretty good. Got mountain mint here, skullcap here, the native type. We got a St. John's wort here that is doing well. This is the weed that takes over in a month or so. First the water pepper takes over, and then I'll have to double check what this is. It's like hogweed or devil's something. I'll double check, but it's native, so that's good, but it is just as impossible to walk through. This looks, I'll have to check, but it looks to me like a catalpa tree, which I don't think are native. They're native to like somewhere in the Appalachians or something, so I'll have to make a decision about that. Some volunteer tomatoes. Did not plant these. Might as well keep them, I guess. See if I get anything from them. Another mountain mint. This is another American plum. It's doing pretty good. This is a Joe Pye weed. I did not cage it. No one seems to be getting at it, so that's good. Oh yeah, and that's the elm I pointed out before. I like how it's chose to grow. I don't know if it's, you can see it. It chose to grow on the roots of a fallen tree, so it's kind of pretty that way. Kind of like a monument right there, you see? And it's getting pretty big, so it'll be a nice canopy tree as long as it doesn't succumb. I think a couple neighbors have like the expensive disease-resistant varieties, so I'm hoping that some of the volunteers back here are the disease-resistant varieties, but I don't know if that's true. Here's another blueberry. Here's an aronia, is doing really well, although it's starting to not leaf out as much, and it's got a couple dead twigs here, so I don't know if it's getting less happy. Here's a volunteer sugar maple that I decided to keep. I know people are starting to frown on those near houses, but I figured they'll be fine in a forest. Here's a hemlock from God knows when that seems to mostly have died, but it has one branch that won't die. I don't know if that's common or not, but the whole crown has been dead since I moved in 5 years ago, and this branch has been like this for 5 years. I don't know if it's just not gonna die or if it's taking its sweet time. Some volunteer spice bushes that I caged in. More spice bush. They seem to do well back here. A volunteer redbud. Volunteer willow oak. I really do like the willow oaks a lot. This one probably needs a bigger cage. It's leaning over and getting munched on. But it's not gonna really ever do anything under this very shady Norway maple, so I might have to take that one out, girdle it or something. Then I am doing some planting along the creek as well. This is a burning bush. It's invasive. You're not supposed to leave them, but it does shade the creek. And they say it's important for creeks to have shady spots and sunny spots. So I might wait a little while before taking it out, but I will take it out at some point. This is a river birch I planted that's doing pretty well. Big tree fell the other day in a storm. Kind of took out the bark along the side, but I think it'll survive. This is a willow I planted. I forget what type. I could look it up, but probably not gonna. But yeah, it's a native willow. It's doing well. Maybe I should take out some of the water peppers, but this is another bald cypress that's doing well. So I have 4 bald cypresses that are doing well. A couple that did die, but there's a volunteer viburnum. I don't know if it's the native type. I forget. It's probably not, but it might be. This is another American plum. Got really into the American plums for a little while, so I bought a bunch, but some are happier than others. And this is the other type of willow. This one I know, this one's a black willow. The other one I know is not a black willow. But this place is like swamp central, so I had to put something that I thought would like the wet feet, and they're doing great here. The cypress, we know, obviously, love wet feet, and the willows too. That's it for now. Oh, here's the second set of stepping stones. Oh no, they're getting buried. Oh, I'll have to pick a new spot and go to the other set. This is a Norway maple too, but I don't know, I kind of want to keep it because it's so funny. It's got like a little, almost like an altar. Sometimes the squirrels leave their walnuts there. It's funny. Like an altar of sacrifice. All right. I think that's it.